Okay, hello. Let's see. Test. Okay, we're gonna say we're online. Let's do a P&L check today. I feel like today might be a little bit more what I'm expecting. Green, red, and break even. It's so choppy. I feel like people are trying to play the breakout. They're getting cooked. But I do tend to like see destroy price action, so we'll see what we can work with here. I'm gonna take the view up out. Yeah. Wait, what is that first presented? Let's see what they're cooking that with. This one really has no meaning. 320 on 10 PAs, nice. See what we could do together too. Okay. Let's check in. Make sure everything's connected. I think we're good to go. So, ooh, 53% of people are red today. That's more than I expected, but you know, it's kind of within my expectation because today is not the easiest, I would say, just because people don't tend to expect seek and destroy price action, and they're like, "What happened?" All right, let me see if I have everything connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my last one? Okay, I'm not sure. Might be a little slow today. I feel like I didn't get that much sleep, but we'll see what we can do. A little bit sluggish, I would say. Okay, I think I got everything loaded up. Got my Bunox on too. We're gonna be trading Bunox and Apex mainly, and also fighting next. I'm trying to get the 11 Bunox, and it's taken quite a while, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. And I got my live count fixed, I'm pretty sure. I think before I had no market data or whatever it was. I talked to TPT. It took like a full day. I know you guys hate waiting. Some people take it in 2 days. I just wait for support. Sometimes it took a very long time, and you just gotta wait for it. I know a lot of people are complaining. They even talk to me privately. They're like, "Why is it taking so long? I've been waiting for 3 days, 5 days." I'm like, I don't know. It's just like more of TPT support thing. But what I do know is they always make right. As in, if there's any problems, it might take a while, but at the end of the day, whatever that problem is, it's gonna get resolved. It's just a matter of when, or yeah, not. It's not a matter of if, it's when. That's what I was trying to think of. Hourly, fair, yeah. Not really much to work with here. 4 hour. I want to see this dry back in down here, but we're kind of stalling a little bit, you know. We're not gonna see pretty much clear direction anytime soon. Streamers, they respond quicker. No, last time I had an issue, I had to wait like a week and a half. It was insane, but that's just how it is. It's very hard. Very easy to pull the influencer privilege, but then, you know, I get denied. I get long ticket wait time too. The same like everyone else, unfortunately. TPC just, I think they fixed their backlog, and whatever happened, they had issues again. Is ridiculous. But there's no payout denials. It's just more technical support. Let me see. You have like kind of low resistance, higher, getting breaking out here. We could maybe frame up like a breaker setup on this side here. I'm not sure. Do I want? I'm not sure which one I want to use a breaker. It might. Let me see. Let me just check the 5 minute. Will I get denied payout on Apex if I trade 1 contract to 3 contract? You should be fine. Usually, with prop firms with contract inconsistency, it's like you go from like 1 to 3 to like 15. As like it's a very abnormal, like something crazy. But if you're going for like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, it's like not too big of a deal. I want to say this comes back up, but at the same time, I'm looking at the charts. Like we have a lot of wicks down here, especially on ES. Right now, I want to follow momentum. The momentum's pointing upwards. Apex approved my payout in 1 day. Willem said, "Nice, nice, nice." I'm gonna check my Apex. I did request kind of a bigger payout, so it might take a while. It said under review the other day. If you guys recall, I talked about my payouts with them. It's like the first payout took like, I think it was like normal, like 3 to 5 days. Second payout was like 12 days, 4 days, and then it went to like 6, 3, and then after the fourth one, it was like one day basically. So like I don't know what it is. It just takes very long for the early ones, and then once you get approved already, I guess the system probably just clears you much easier than before. I'll just use this as a breaker. We did get a closure and just wicked back down, pushing through it. What to do? We didn't really take any internal lows here, which is the problem I'm having. I feel like a nice stab would be, especially like if ES also slammed down and we took these lows, that'd be great. It looks like NQ should be leading in a way, especially now. Look how much it's been moving, and we worked this, ES did. So I feel like ES is gonna be a little bit more bearish than NQ, and NQ is gonna be stronger. So we'll be looking for NQ buys and AS shorts probably until I see otherwise. This is kind of like a difficult area because I'm also looking at this. Like we just have equal lows down here. We also have a lot of internal highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So it makes it quite tricky. Should I use the demonstration? Do you guys like this little circle? I think it's kind of nice. You guys see where my mouse is. I also changed the mouse to red. I don't know if you guys could see that on your side. Is a mouse pointer red on OBS? I think it is. Just so you guys can see it better. Yeah, we started the live stream a little bit early. Now this is kind of the time where we started up, but I just want to get some time to really analyze where the price is going. Ricardo just right off the rip just said, "I just blow my account." Like from what? Or were you shorting here? Jesus, man. I'm not even sure what to really play here at the moment. We're gonna just let this cook a little bit more. It's honestly not much to work with right now. It does look like it's trying to climb higher. Very choppy here still. Ooh, Iman just dropped a video.
That's when my demons started catching up to me.
Debunking the worst fake guru apology. This is about Danny Trades. I'm gonna have to watch this after the stream. It's always fun to watch. So 15 minutes, not that bad. And it's also our favorite subject, Danny. Danny Trades. We love to see Danny. Danny's the GOAT, right? The GOAT of the... What do you call it? The Photoshop GOAT. That gotta be like top 10 worst, kind of like, I guess, FinTwit related, expose. Like faking your own brokerage statements is I don't know if you can beat that, honestly. Like, what is worse than that, to be honest? There's not many things that you could do that's worse than that. Danny's the one who has his dad join the firm, and now I think the CEO of FFF, Funded Features Family, which ironically, you know, I just got paid by them. I had accounts. They had a 50K cap. Just to recap, they started a firm with Jay Dunn, Danny and Jay Dunn, and then after expose with Patrick and Danny with the broker statements, he's photoshopped his broker statements. He said that he made like 400,000 in a few months this year, but it was false. It was Photoshop, and it was actually negative. He was actually losing money. So Jay Dunn left the prop firm, and then his dad, Danny's dad, Manuel, came over and took over and kind of restructured it, and like it's not too bad right now, but they did like 3 retroactive changes in the last few months. So it is kind of crazy. Retroactive changes is nuts. If you do a retroactive change, you gotta make sure you do it correctly, and they did it way too many times, back to back. Why Dave is not watching your live stream? Who's Dave? But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. If you guys know the saga of FFF and Danny, and yeah, they had a 50K cap lifetime basically. I hit that, and I'm still waiting for a live. There was no live account. They just gave me, everyone who were waiting for a live, they just went back to Sim again. Sim funded the same accounts, and I heard it have like a big threshold on them. I had a big buffer, so I'm like just milking them again. FFF will be closed before August. I wouldn't be surprised. August is close though. It's like June, July, August. They could, they could still be up and just screw over traders. I think by August, if they continue to do all these fuckery, maybe they would just be like a tiny firm where no one uses and just slowly die out, and then they'll close the doors like months later or in the year or something. It's like there's no point if there's no one buying, right? You only trade at PM session, or is it live stream at PM session? Kind of both. I mainly trade PM, and also Asia at times. Asia has not been good, honestly. If you guys been watching Asia, let me just pull it up. Let me see. So this is where I kind of start trading Asia. This is like where, like, you're going past midnight. So this is not bad price action, price delivery here. We didn't really take these lows though, so that's like confusing. London swept them. That was perfect there. But yeah, Asia just a little bit confusing to me. It was just so sluggish and slow. So yeah, we're just waiting to see if there's any setups for us to take today. Not really too interested where we are currently, but I feel like if we do want to, let's say, just build up a little bit more, maybe we'll spike it and then we'll go for these lows after. These lows are just like building up, so eventually they're gonna get smashed, but I'm not really sure if we can hold this up yet. The 15-minute, just usually I use the 15-minute for a lot of my analysis and my bias. This is probably one of the worst 15-minute charts I've seen in a long time, like in the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So you really have to abandon kind of like bias, and you have to just adapt to this price actions. Like, or we seek joy with to adapt to it. Can we add more loss when in trade in Apex? Yeah, they actually encourage that, as long as you're not DCAing aggressively. So if you like buy and it goes down more, buy, go down more, buy. Like if you keep on pressing that, they're gonna not like that. But if you're in profit, you can do whatever you want, pretty much. But yeah, well, let's get some giveaways today too. Let's hunt for a trade. Make sure you guys like the stream. We usually tend to get like 5,000 total viewers and like about like 800 to 1,000 live viewers. We are always looking for like around 500 to 700 likes. If we get that, we'll do a handful of giveaways. More likes, more giveaways. That's how we're gonna run it. Yeah. Besides PM, also try to trade Asia. Asia is like around 8 to 10 p.m. ish. I usually start Asia at 8 p.m. Eastern time and go run it for 2 hours. It's very slow though. I'm waiting for Asia to be great again. That's what I kind of talked to Discord about last night. It's like, this is just not good. Price action is so chop. And it's like lackluster. Like, and you know, our Asia is already slow. So when you see Asia like moving like in the 20-30 point range in the last 2-3 hours, like you're not really doing that much with it. Why likes and views? The more likes and views we get, the more the prop firms would want to sponsor these streams. So like, you know, weeks ago, or like I guess like the last, like let's say 3-4 months ago, we were averaging like 500 viewers, 600 viewers. We're doing like 2 giveaways a day. Now we're doing like 3 to 4 a day, and like we can keep on upping it. We maybe do 5-6 a day. Just it's kind of like equivalent exchange. So if you have like 1,500 viewers, you're gonna see like 7 giveaways, 6 giveaways. Asia has not been good for 2 weeks straight. I agree, honestly. That's why I've been kind of hands off on Asia. And it's like somewhat understandable if you do trade Asia, just not that decent at all. Yeah, this breaker flip was pretty good here, huh? Giveaways are cringe. If you think it's cringe, you can just forget about it, man. Some people like them. Some people will give a chance. Probably this year, like, so it's been 5 months right now, right? June. We probably gave away like different winners. Probably I would say like 600 different. No, not 600. I feel like that's high. Probably closer to 400 different winners. Some winners win multiple times. I think there's a handful that won like twice already, 3 times already, and a lot of them just win one time. But we do a lot. We do like 2-3 a day, and we've been streaming kind of like 20 times a week. So it adds up. And that's like besides the stream, we also do Discord and Twitter. We're just pushing now. But it's also very nice to have winners get a free account and then make it to funded. And usually the funded, most of the giveaways are no activation fee, which is great. You go to funded and then they get a payout. It's like you literally got paid. You passed the eval, you got funded, you got payout on a free account. That's like a big win. Do you give away Trade Zella? No, I don't. I use Trade Zella just for the P&L calendar. That's it. I don't really work with them. I failed my giveaway winners. Chat, for those who are here, I think not that many people are here right now, but like for those who are here right now, if you want a giveaway, type 1 in the chat and then type 2 if you haven't. Let's see. Let's just look at. It's probably gonna be a lot of 2s, but I want to see a lot of 1s too. Lots of 2s, but I'm seeing some 1s in there, which is great. Dude, eventually by the end of the year, at least like 30% and 40% of you guys would be a giveaway recipient. There's a lot of 1s actually coming out then. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's fun. I think most of you guys really watch it just for trades, but you know, giveaways are just gravy at this point. Like, why not? We're just pushing. We're just pushing. Can those who won win again? I have a record of them, but I don't like. If you win again and again, you're allowed to do that. The only thing that was like kind of not allowed was like, I think, what was it, My Fun Features? They're like, this guy won twice already. Can we pick someone else so we can make sure we're having new users? I was like, okay, we'll just swap that guy for a different account. I think he chose like Tradeify, I said. But there are winners that won like 3 times already. It's because like usually those guys are the one that been watching stream every single day for like more than a year, so like they're kind of bound to win a handful. It's because, you know, when we started first streaming, there was only like 150 people watching, like 200 people watching, and when we do 1 or 2 giveaways, you basically like 2% chance a day. It's like a very high chance, but now it's a little bit more difficult. That's why we gotta up the quantity. Like if you have like 800 people and you have like basically like 200 people participating, the chances are not that great because they spam their name when there's a giveaway. We have a bot that disqualify anyways. There has never been someone who won by spamming their name. It's because they're not allowed, they're not able to win. It'd be disqualification. This is more conspiracy now. They're like, if I don't win, it's rigged or it's someone cheating. Yeah, but let's move away from the giveaway topic. We'll do them later. I remember the days we had 200 viewers, dude. Yeah, people are just it just grows well. It grows organically for the most part, just because we're giving out results. When you have such consistency, people flock because they're like, these guys, other people are not being as consistent. I mean, I've heard from you guys, like watching other streamers, they're not as disciplined, or they blow up or whatnot. I try to not do that because I don't like seeing you guys, like 1,000 to 5,000 people basically total, see me fail, which is a lot of pressure in a way. If your friend's winning rigged, I don't think there's any friends I know on the stream that wins. Yep, big ups, literally it's such a long journey, and like now we're just hitting like 1,000 viewers basically concurrent, which it feels like a lot because trading is a niche field. So you have like other streamers that let's say streams like Fortnite or just, you know, chatting, they have like a few thousand viewers. Like we're starting to compete with them just only based off trading. Very, very niche. In 3 months, Brian would 3x the viewer count. That'd be crazy, but I would have to up my production. I'm literally, people say that I'm streaming outside a dungeon or a basement. It looks like it. I have to agree because I don't have any decor, backdrop or anything. Yeah, I think we're just pushing a little higher. I want to see us like try to take a lot of these highs and see if we can do a potential flip and go for these lows here. So we're starting the stream. I like longs because the breaker here, but no long entry. So we've just been waiting, seeing if there's anything here. I don't get his strat, but he does the damn thing. Yeah, I feel like if you don't know how I trade, it takes some time, but it's not too complex. It's really just using liquidity, using time frame alignment, and looking for entry models, which does not have to be like breakers alone. It could be inversions, it could be BPR, it could just be where I feel like the price is gonna head to, and just where I want to. It's more about risk management. I think most of my trades, I do tight risk management. So if there's no entries, as long as the trade itself that where it invalidates can be somewhat risk managed, and it's a good trade. Have you tried Futures Elite? I've heard people talk about Futures Elite. Do you guys like that? Have you guys heard of that firm? If you guys like it, we might. I had like 3 people ask me about that this week. I have no idea what that firm is. What I remember was like they were like a tiny forex firm. They come to futures. I thought there was issues with the firm, but some people like them now. So I'm not really too sure what's happening. But we can add them to the rebates and the payout protection if they are good, though. If they're kind of already sketchy, it's kind of hard for me to add them. Similar to Phidias prop firm. I see. Yeah, I think we're going to add Trade Day next, as well as Funded Next Network. And also daytraders.com. If you guys don't know daytraders.com, they're like previously co-founders of Apex, and they just branched off. They started their own firm called Day Traders. They have Project X coming next week, and I think we're gonna list them back up. How about Prop Shop? I saw it. I thought it was end of day. I know Kellyanne promoted them. She got a lot of slack for it, and like I feel like it's rightfully so, because they are a new firm, and she just like tried them out. Yeah, she's like, you know, do it with your own risk. But these guys like sketchy, like 20 accounts. No firm with 20 accounts other than Apex can really do decent or do like thrive, basically. But yeah, maybe you know what, maybe we would have a section on our platform where you guys could request which prop firm to add on, and then we're not just gonna add them blindly. We're gonna have to like hop on a call with them, go over their business model and what they plan to do for like live accounts, payout issues, anything of that, basically in that nature. That'd be kind of like the protocol. Add Blue Guardian. Yeah, there's a lot of firm that we could try to add. I think Trade Day and Funded. I keep on forgetting. Funded Futures Network are the next 2 added kind of later this week. And then we'll see what we can do after. Kellyanne shat on Apex, but she's promo a lot of unknown firms. She also does not like Top Step, by the way. It's like, who can really hate Top Step? She thinks Top Step is a scam, I believe, or caution. And like, that's the furthest way. I think that's the most legit firm in history right now. But that's just what it is. How does cashback work? Cashback's very simple. You make a purchase. It's just kind of like Rakuten or like PayPal Honey or whatever it's called. You make a purchase, let's say on Tradeify account, you spend $400 on a straight funded, we'll give you 5% back. It's kind of like $20 about there if it's 400. And then you buy 5 accounts, that'll just be like $100 cash back right to you. That easy. So it's very, very easy to work with there. I mean, what the heck am I doing? I'm waiting. There's just nothing in play here, right? We do have, where the hell? Okay, I need to just look in. We do have somewhat of a breaker here. I'm just gonna use the bodies here. The wick is gonna be way too large. We're just not showing any retracement. I still think we move higher. I think we're gonna try to take out even high day on NQ. Maybe not an ES, just because NQ is like leading. How long does it usually take for rebase to process? It's kind of once a day, usually up to 48 hours if there's a delay. But for those who did it correctly, though, it should be done like very, very quick, like within 1 day. For those who are doing it incorrectly, we'll send you an email. It takes a while for you to fix it. It's not that hard though. We also upload a guide about it. It's like how to get the order number, how to do this, what to submit. People just gotta follow instructions. It's very. Some people find it hard to follow instructions. We're just pushing. We're just pushing right now. NQ is just pumping. And when it's pumping like this, you would definitely need either internal low get swept before you can enter this, or kind of go back to that the discount range. Like if you're looking at OTE type of thing, I can't just long this here, especially if there's nothing on the left side. It looks like a buy model flipping back up, but really can't do this here. For me, trade 5 was fast, but Funding Next still waiting. Yeah, so Funding Next, I think we just processed the majority of it. The only thing that's a problem is the people who are invalid for whatever reason. And we're trying to get that automated too. It's not fully automated yet. It's taking, we're relying on some of the firm right now. So that's the only one that takes a while. Every other firm though, it should be within 24 hours, at most 48 hours. And if you guys want fun fact, April we did 20,000 rebates. May we did 32,000, and that's most likely because we did the boosted cashback. It was like normally 5%. We did 10% for Take Profit Trader. I think we're gonna do the same thing, probably for Tradeify near the end of the month. It's gonna be for like a week or something. Keep that live. Is DNA funded prop firm legit or scam? What is DNA? That sounds so sketchy. DNA prop firm. How many people work for you? We have like, I think we have like 6 people right now, and that includes like, you know, developers, staff, and other not including other partners though. There's a lot of people, and we're adding. Maybe when we need the right people, we'll also add a job listing. I think we're good right now though. We kind of added a few more people already. DNA prop firm. I don't know if I can even trust that. That sounds so sketchy. This is so slow. They're gonna need a sample of your DNA to approve your payouts. Like, that's exactly the case. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, so yeah, Funding Next again, it's taking a little bit longer, just because we're waiting on them more than our end. But yeah, I got funded with Funding Next last week. We started trading them. We're up like a decent amount. I think we're up like $600. We're just doing it very slow. See what we can do with it. But yeah, if you have any issues with the rebates or anything, or have questions, you should just make a support ticket, either through the website or the Discord. I don't want to be the one kind of answering all these questions when a lot of it can be handled by the staff, which we do respond daily. How long does verification take with Funding Next? That's not the problem. The problem is we're still trying to set up an automation with them. And since they're a new firm and they were busy with the promotion they did, 40% off, it's taking a little bit longer. So we have to do somewhat like a temporary one right now, which is us asking, can you just manually verify all these for us? But then once we get it automated, it should be, you know, once a day. It takes 2 minutes to verify like thousands of orders. Oh yeah. If you pass a Funding Next account, you go to the dashboard and you sign the agreement. It should take the next day, but I heard some people took like a few days if they are still reviewing it. I don't really know what the case is, but I feel like at most it'll be done by next week. There's no time limit too, so not much of a problem. KYC, yeah. They do a KYC video. I think it's like an interview video. I think it's only for some people that gets flagged though. There's a lot of people that doesn't need to do it, But it's not like an Apex video. It's like literally just like, what is it, like, how long you've been trading? How did you hear about us? Do you know what a micro is? Do you know what a mini is? It's like that type of questionnaire. PW doesn't like the rebate idea because he doesn't do that and makes a ton of money from viewers. I mean, me and him talked about it already. He thinks it's a scam, but it's more, the truth is it's gonna, since we give back a big portion of our revenue and he doesn't, it's gonna take away from his revenue. So like, let's say we do get to his size, we're likely gonna be giving back like pretty much a few $100,000 per month. Means he's doing probably closer to a million around there based on what he's been sharing. So, you know, last month or April, 20,000 rebates, May 32,000. I think, you know, we're just projecting upwards because there's more users every single month. And probably by June, we're going to do like 35 to 40,000. We're going to keep on pushing up. And I really want to aim to see if I can get more than a prop firm. That'll be crazy. Imagine that. Imagine like a small firm, I don't know, like Blue Guardian or even ETF. Like we do more in rebates than a prop firm in payout. That is such a red flag that happens, right? Because how would that even happen? But yeah. What is a rebate? Rebate is just basically you make a purchase for like, let's say $200. We'll give you 5% back. That should be like $10 back if you just use our code and submit your order through our platform. Yeah, I think we have like 2,500 people using it now. So that's why we're adding more people, and we'll also add job listings for those that we need to work on, just so it makes it a better process. I don't want to be sidetracked, but at the same time, there's just not much to work with right here, right? Like, this has been trending upwards. Now we're kind of like consolidating. I'm waiting to see if we want to get back to this breaker. This could be something I can work with. Yeah. Definitely not something I could just play here, though. What risk do you trade per trade with Apex? So with any firm, it's basically, I like to do it 7 to 10%. That's my rule of thumb. So let's just say like 10% max, but you can do around 8% if you want. So if you have an account for $6,000 or $4,500, let's do it simple. $5,000 max drawdown. Don't risk more than $500 per trade. That's my rule of thumb. When you trade more than 3 times a day, do you split that 500 into 3? No. So what I'm talking about, 10% of your, let's say $5,000 max drawdown, is not per day, it's per trade. That's a key difference. So if I did take 3 trades a day and I lost 3 of them in a row, I would be out 15% of my drawdown, which is kind of a lot, but that's what the issue is. But at the same time, if you're risking $500, you're likely aiming to make like 700 to 1,000 plus. And I don't really go for winning a losing streak like that, because if I do, I'm likely doing something wrong. It's very rare I get stopped out 3 times in a row. I don't see any trade opportunities coming up anytime soon. What about you, Brian? This is just very challenging just because of the bias here. You don't really have any bias. I do like, though, that we did close above this. I would like it better if we swept this low. That would make it a really good change day delivery. This is not change day delivery. It's more of like an order block right now, so it makes it very tricky. At the same time, we do have a 15-minute FVG here, so I think what we're working on right now is we have like a range. We didn't take the low, but we're trying to work to those highs. I feel like what I'm anticipating is we're gonna try to take one side and then turn to the other side. So right now, I think upside is very, very limited based off what I'm seeing. And then if we do decide to take it, I want to see if we can flip back down. But yeah, while we're waiting, we can talk about just other stuff. Oh, you know, someone just shared this to me on my Twitter DMs. I get a lot of these, but this was a lot of info. He's like, not trying to glaze or annoy you, blah blah. 60, his win rate was on 60%, but he found me in March, and this was like his stats right now. And I posted a picture of both his stats. It's crazy. It's like full green days for both months, and this is all like prop firms. He got a lot of payouts on them, and like it's like I think it says 23,000 here, and the other one's like 17,000, and like there's no losing days, and it's kind of nuts. And like that's just from our stream. We don't get that often to see someone really go crazy essentially from trading with us with that consistency. That's just epic. W glaze. It could be a glaze, but you know, it's also someone that, you know, found a lot of success. I get that a lot of messages like that, but not as descriptive. They don't usually share the stats. They just kind of like, you know, I'm thank you that I found you. You've been helping me, and I'll be like, you know, good looks, keep pushing, blah blah. But this was like specifics. AI's getting crazy nowadays. I think he's a more of a I've seen his comments in a lot of my posts, so he's been very happy. Please stream AM so we can get better idea for price action. We are considering it, especially with Desi. I think we're gonna try to do a few days of AM session a week, maybe 2 to start, 1 or 2. We're gonna try to tease it out. I think tomorrow we might be trying to run it. We'll see if once I talk to Desi about it. And if we do AM, we're gonna still do a PM, so it'll be like a double session. False. You don't even took trades every day in live stream. Yeah, I don't take trades every day, but that doesn't stop the person from learning. So think about this: you're not being a signal bot. You're learning. Because I do have a few red days out the month. I think it's like 20 green days and like 3 red days. But if someone can adapt my trading and learn from it and just go with like how it is, it's very easy, man. I use your code on TradeFi during your TradeFi live show. Does a rebate apply? Yeah, you just have to submit your order details. If you are curious, just submit it anyways. We'll tell you if it works or not anyways. Are you gonna run on Discord or YouTube? It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on this channel. Nothing's gonna be different. It's gonna be most likely starting the stream either like 10 or a little bit later than that. I don't think we're gonna do like 9:30 open. Why? It's because we're gonna also be running PM session, and I'm not gonna take a break in the middle of the stream. It's gonna be consecutively running. So it's gonna be a show. If I don't do that, then you know Desi can just run it on his own. We'll see. He was open to the idea though, so I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, this is slow. We're trying to go to the next liquidity target here. Really pushing. I think we're gonna really just accelerate to 84s and a half here, and then see we got 93s too. Not much to really do here at the moment though. Yeah, if you are new to my trading, there's a 50-minute video that I go over about my trading, kind of like a big overview. It's called Essential Trading Guide. A lot of people like the video. They like it so much they're like, where's the part 2? I've been promising the part 2, but I want to make sure it's perfected before I release it. So it's gonna take a while. His goal is to get 69 funded. I mean, it's gonna be a fun goal, but realistically, it's not possible because some of the firms I shared the other day, I'm already live with, and either I'm currently live with, or I can't go back to sim because I was already live. So it's gonna be closer to 50, which is like, I'm not too far from it because if I have like 20 Apex, 11 Bunox already, that's like most of it already. 30 minutes in the stream and it's been pretty much lackluster. Not much to work with here. $20 Apex, 11 Bunox, 5 Top Step, 3 funded next. It should be 6 funded next. Or for me at least. I'm doing the 50Ks. 5 Alpha. Is it 5 Alpha or is it 3 Alpha? I thought they only do 3. I could be wrong though. Why are you trading AM session? It's because I'm the GOAT of PM session. Come on, guys. You guys know this. When's funded next features next sale? I think they're gonna try to do something in June, but the last sale was a very significant sale, which is more of a way to get users in. They want to do majority of their sales 5% off. So it's gonna be like kind of flash sale, be like 20% or 25, 30, whatever. But it's gonna be like my fund futures. You guys know how my fund future works? It's 5% always, and if not, there might have like a 20% promotion somewhere. That's like the gist of it. But yeah, I think what I'm going to try to do first is just get a payout with them, and then once I'm done with getting the payouts, I'll really try to do the uncapped style, which is basically me running the account up. We did not take that internal high. What is this? This is like, this is not even Seek and Destroy price action anymore at this rate. It's because if Seek and Destroy happens, we would take like these highs and then flip over and then we'll go to the next one. This is not even the case. This is crazy. Just gotta be patient, guys. Yeah, that 50-minute video is like kind of the majority of my trading style. There's some more advanced theories, but it's like kind of learned through experience, which we do kind of showcase every day. I want to say this comes back up. 15-minute retrace come back up. I want to see probably one more drive. Like, so I'm thinking like this, like one more deep drive, and then we'll slam these highs, and then we can flip back down. It's very speculative. That's what I'm anticipating. If it does happen, you know, we could try to long back up, and if we take this high out, we'll stop our longs, and we'll likely try to play the downside if it confirms. Kind of the idea right now. This is why ICC don't trade the last 3 days of the first week of every month. Let's be real here. ICT doesn't even trade anywhere. I think a lot of people are using things that ICC says as like factual too much. Like there's a lot of things like he's like it has to be in a time macro. There's like half my trades are not in that time like 10-minute time macro either. It's just pushing back up here. Really, really slow. Who do you guys think is, if you had one person to describe the biggest trader or the biggest educator that doesn't trade? Like basically 95% educating and then 5% trading. A lot of people saying Dodge. I think Dodge still trades though, honestly. He still like live trade. I think there's a handful of other people who don't really trade as much. They just more teach. I think that's kind of like T-trades, honestly. Because I'm not sure if he's trading every day. He's just more like, let's just teach it. ICT. Slow. Why don't you sell a course? Should I sell a course, guys? How much would you guys pay? What is the lowest amount that you would pay without being like annoyed that I have a course? It gotta be the smallest amount. I literally gotta be such a small where it satisfies a lot of people, and only the one who complains are the broke people. They're like, it could be like $50. And like, he sells a course, I'm not buying that. It's like, it's only $50, bro. Yeah, I want to see if we can do a deeper drive first before moving up. But we did get that stab here. We took out some of these lows and we're flipping back up. I mean, theoretically, we could try this out, but it's like, I don't know if I saw any good gaps to really work with. But we're really trying to push these highs here. Yeah, I'm not doing a course though, because I feel like it's not really worth it. But if I did though, it's gonna be a low cost one, just to weed out people. So like, if you can't spend like $20 for a course of my like of a few hour video that I'm like trying to teach of how I trade, then maybe you're not really about it. It's just the lowest amount, whereas like you can just, it's like the price of a lunch at NYC. Yeah, don't clip me and say like Brian started a course. It's literally just a hypothetical. Someone was talking about like, why don't you have a course? I'm like, I just thought of that in my mind. What would you need to see before taking a sell? Most likely take out these highs. I don't think I'm gonna sell until we take out these highs, or we flip the 15-minute gap. But sales is very dangerous now. I think it's still a long territory, but I really like it more if we do start taking these highs out. All right, course dropping for $50. Anyone who can't afford it or complain about it, we're just gonna say that they're broke. Boom. Honestly, nowadays $50 is not that much anymore. Like, it was like a while ago, like 10 years ago. You can do a lot with it, but you know, you're going out to dinner, or you're going out for lunch. Some like one person lunch kind of runs up like already like $20. Before it was like 10 or less, or like $7. I'm trying to turn here. Oh, you know what I should do? the course is free only for users that use our platform. That's gonna be the mindset. Honestly, that's a genius idea, because that's a way to be free, but you have to kind of follow. You have to do some of these steps. You know what? I might do that for the indicator too, because we do have the bias indicator working right now. Instead of charging like $30, maybe we should do it free if you're say active user. That'd be good. I think that'd be solid. Do you have a course? I have a free 50-minute video on YouTube that I took quite a while to make. Yeah, you guys are saying what indicator. We're gonna try to work on it. It's basically my bias indicator, like how I mark my bias. I do it manually. This is like a notepad, but we're gonna try to automate it. Not really much to work with here. Please live stream in Discord. I'm gonna do it on YouTube. YouTube is the most accessible way for everyone. Oh, it's starting to turn a little bit. Look at that. Yeah, it's not something I can take, to be honest, though. I think we can have a good chance of bounce here, though. One more drive down, though. Kind of somewhere in this gap, like sub 750 around, or low 750. I don't think I'm going to play it, though. It's way too risky at this price action. And, you know, you guys could be like, oh, he's too scared to take a trade. Because some people on Twitter are talking about like that. Like, if I want to focus on one trade a day, they're like, it's because he can't trade. He's too scared to push a button. But, you know, if I don't like the price action or the delivery, it's usually just kind of risk management. I do think we do get an attempt to bounce here, because I want to see if we can target these highs out. Yeah, probably a year ago, I would definitely take these type of trades and be like, this is, you know, like a B minus C plus setup. But I'm really just trying to focus on high quality, the one that I have like confidence. So like, if you don't even have to grade it like A plus, B plus. You can do like, okay, how confident are you if this comes here that this would either take out this high or take out this low? And if it goes past these low, you get stopped out. I'm like 60% sure, maybe, like slight edge, that we would bounce here and go for these highs. But that's not enough. I would have to be like 75% to be like confident. We almost tapped the OB too. Look at that. That was somewhat decent. It was like a flash wick though, so like you have to. I tend to like a closure anyways before I start tapping, but there's a wick. I think we can go for one more attempt even. FSP rotates like a million Bunox count. I don't think he's got a single payout. Yo, I didn't want to say anything, but this guy FSP. Do you guys? How many of you guys know who he is? I feel like he came out of nowhere for me. He popped up my YouTube recommendation. It's like 2,000 to 3,000 viewers. And it's like, are these botted? Are these real? And maybe it is real, because like I feel like a lot of people are chatting. But I'm seeing him. He's trading one account at a time, and like he only shows the green accounts. So when he goes red, it doesn't show. And it's like most of them are the evals. I can tell, because like it's like, let's say the 300K account, he makes like $500. 580. It says 300,000, 580 exactly. So that's his first trade on that account. I don't know what it is. Is that good clickbait, I guess? Oh, we even tapped in the break. I didn't really watch a 5-minute, but I think this is way too quick for me to even jump in. I just have the idea that if we do rebound here, I have like a slight edge that we take it out the high. Yeah. Let me see. FF speaks. I don't know if he's, you know, like, I'm not saying like he's bad or he's cool, but or not. It's just kind of weird that like he's trading all these evals. Eval gambler. I don't even know if it's funded. I don't know if it's eval. It's just really good marketing. I watched Keyflow last night trade Asia. He said he taught everyone in the ICT space. Yo, why are everyone like out of pocket right now? What is these egos here? You know, when I post on Twitter that like I'm the best trader on YouTube, it's just more like for fun. YouTube is not even that many people trading. I'm not saying that I'm the best trader ever, because I do talk about how there's significantly better traders than me. Like I would kind of say JCap is definitely up there. Even Lanto's up there with me. Like a few people who have kind of more experience or just better at trading. I mean, I'm still working there. I'm still young. People say I'm 14. I'm actually 23. So we're still refining. But saying that you taught the whole ICT space is crazy. I don't even know, like, out of respect though, like I don't even know who he is. Besides, I've seen him on my Twitter a few times. Apex did ban him. Did he actually ban him? JCap may actually be the best. Like, if we're talking about stats, like, I don't think there's anyone that could top JCap, honestly. John Andreas, is he the guy that made like a 1.5 million Apex? If he is, I saw his timeline too. He's literally doing like 200K per day on his live count or whatever count it is. It's like a different level. And for me, people ask me like why I'm trading props. It's for two reasons. One, it's very easy money because you can grow the accounts, you can scale up. And two, it's relatable. So I could also just trade my like 5K account and just grow it up aggressively, or I could trade it like 20 Apex and show you guys how I grow it up, which is very possible because it's only like a few $1,000 startup cost. And that's kind of why I started prop firms in the first place. It's like, because when I had like, let's say a 100K account trading with my viewers here, before props was a kind of a popular thing, not that many people, like 90% of people didn't even have like 10,000, 20,000 to even day trade to trade with. So I was like, let's just trade props. Everyone has opportunity. Everyone has a chance to make money. That was the difference. Let me see. John Andrews, he just did 3 million. Nice. 0 Day J, like, I don't know anything about 0 Day J. All I know that I've received clips of him just being a degen. I fuck with the transparency though. He posts everything. I would hate to have myself degenning out there, but it's crazy. Like the clips I see, he's like, just blow my account, just dumping everything. It's like $5,000-$6,000 Apex account, just God. And he's like basically telling. He's so frustrated that he's just saying like, you know, blow my account right now. Price action, just hit my stop. Great chat. Kane Trader. Trader Kane. I'm getting mixed up. Someone's saying Kane Trader makes me confused. This is so slow. How long have I been trading? I've been trading for 5 years. Probably 5.5 now. I started like kind of right before COVID. Like a few months before COVID. But like it's like me kind of just dancing around it. I think I really started during COVID because that's like when I had all the free time in the world. So then that's like where I was like, let's run it. Let's make some money. Let's figure this out. When are you gonna have Lumi traders on? Yeah, we talked about it. I mean, I don't mind having her on. I also want to see if I can lock in myself. I think moving forward, I want to just do like 3 days of the week strictly on my own. Maybe at least 2, but try to 3 just so I can lock in. And then the other 2 days we'll have people on. Especially if I'm doing a double stream. If I'm doing AM and PM, I'm going to have to want someone on. This is so freaking slow, chat. This is, I don't know if you guys are trading this. If you guys are, it's like moving like 10 points per range right now. Like this is the last hour, besides these wick, which only happened a few seconds, the majority of the candles are like 20 points. How much tax do you write off? I'm not going to speak too much on it. What I'll say is whatever your prop payouts is, you should, I guess I want to say you should, but I don't know if that's even legally something I should say. But I do, let's say, I would write off all the prop expenses related to it. Because someone asked me a few days, like, if I made 50,000 prop payouts on Top Step, can I write off the evals? I'm like, hell yeah, you can. Why wouldn't you? It feels like it's a simple business expense, I feel like, because it would make 0 sense if you did like 100K in prop payouts, but 95,000 prop expenses to pay that 100,000 prop in taxes, because you only made $5,000 in real profit after everything. For like prop related, for sure, but like if you're talking about trading related, that gets a little sticky. You have to be like, you might be required to be like a trader status or whatever, or I guess it could be like a prop firm expensive. I don't know. You guys should talk to your situation about it with your accountant. All I will say is I do write off all my prop expenses and everything else included, but that's just me. I don't want to give tax advice on the stream. Why some of you don't move abroad is beyond me. I'm considering it, honestly, but at the same time, like, I have family here, I have friends here. It's just very hard for me just to dip out and just move to a third world country, or not a third world country, but like a new country just for tax purposes. I'm considering it though. Maybe next year I'll do it. We're still figuring out trading. You want to just be comfortable and whatnot. Puerto Rico is probably my option, my top pick right now. Said third world. I didn't mean third world. I meant like somewhere outside of the US. PR isn't as easy as just moving. I'm sure there's a lot of setup with it, but you know, that's something I could plan near the end of the year, maybe, or even ahead of time. Once we get there, we'll see. PR is third world country. I feel like that's disrespectful to some people. But yeah, I'm sure it's not as easy as people think. They're like, oh, just stay here for 6 months and go back. Boom, done. 0% tax. I'm gonna have to work that out with my account and see what is viable. Oh, Simba stock share. So if you guys remember last week, I didn't buy it because remember what I said? Every Simba stock signal that he gave me, it goes down the next few days. So Reddit, it was like, I think it was like $15 for Reddit, the leverage one. And it went to all the way to $11, so like 30-40% down. I kept on DCAing a little bit. and it's not. I think it's like, yeah, it's at 18 right now. So it went from 11 to 18 in the matter of like a week. Dropped down 40%. Now up 40-50%. Insane. Same thing with Baba. Baba didn't go down though. It's up 7% right now. I think he told us to buy somewhere around 25. Is around 27 right now. How did Cure do? Yeah, Cure is also very similar. I think Brett told me around like $72. I have my average at 71. I still have some, but not that much. Is at 77 right now. I think it went like 79. So, yo, surprisingly, I'm gonna be honest. Brett's signals are actually good. I don't know. It might scare you, but as long as you don't size too big and also average down, you know, I think that's fine. We're starting to draw to there. So like my thought process is like, if we come down here, we bounce, I have like a 60% edge on it. It took a while, but it looks like we're moving it up to there. I want to see this take these highs and flip back down. What does Brett give us signals? Literally on stream. He'll just pop on randomly. Like he's like, I have a new stock. I'm like, what is it this time? And he's like, buy Reddit, buy Cure, buy this. He does like once a week type of thing. And last week he did Baba, which is basically Alibaba, but Baba X is, I think, 2x leverage. How long you moved to Florida? I'm a native of Florida right now. I've been living in Florida for like 10 years probably. Maybe more than 10 years now. Because it should be more than half my life. I've been moving around when I was a kid, but we settled in Florida. But, you know, if we don't see a good setup, at least we could just chat around. I think this was an idea right now that just did well. It's just a flash wick and just pushing higher. We should be taking on these highs for sure, though. I don't think I see any other case where this doesn't take these highs, and there it is. I'm a Florida man. I'm not the stereotype Florida though. Like the Gators, I feel like Patrick is more of the Florida stereotype. Let me see if I can find. Let's see, Florida man stereotype. Is this Patrick? Florida. Let's do something like this, like someone who. Let me see. This is like crackheads actually. They're just like, oh, this is too far. Search autistic man. Lots of wicks here. I think we're gonna smash these highs very quickly here. Just really moving slow right now. We should be pushing these highs, honestly. It's just not much of a setup to really take it. I think after we took out these lows and kind of hit this OB, we should have been looking for longs. I guess, like, this is such a hindsight thing, but, like, you know, you have an inversion here. If you don't want to stop under the 15-minute gap, that could have been the idea, but it's not the best risk score, though. That'd be like a 15-point stop. 20-point TP, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad. 20, 25. Take off this inversion. That's if I liked it. I think I wanted one more drive lower, and then I would have probably been game for this. We didn't even hit the OB here. All right, let's see if we can smack the next high here. Should be game for this high. Lanto long paid. Did he long again? I remember he held for a long time. Let me see. Oh, I think he did long again, didn't he? A good play. It's kind of the same idea as what I was thinking. Like basically long here, stop kind of on these lows. I wanted one more drop, but I think it's very clear that we're trying to target these highs. Is the music too loud? Oh, I didn't know the music's that loud. Yeah, I turned down like 30-40%. Can we get a different playlist? If you want to submit something, submit it on our Discord. We'll consider it. That's the best I could do. We need a request. Any feedback for the stream or whatever. Maybe we'll make a request for it. $2 p.m. is about to close here. We're gonna close pretty high. Yeah, pretty strong closure. This is a very, very bullish closure. It's gonna be hard to play shorts until we get a nice closure down again. It looks very bullish now, guys. I think we just swiped that high too. We did. So yeah, now we took the high. If we show confirmation of the downside, we can start considering it. I think this is like protocol now. But if we do continue to trend, it's not gonna be a short. Maybe we'll do a giveaway right now. Let's do that. Let's see if the giveaway bot works. I was trying to see if I can get it to work. Let's take a look. Give it a few minutes or a few seconds here. There it is. There it actually does work. Just like the stream and comment your YouTube username one time. This feels too early to do the 1 minute inversion, but I feel like it's possible after taking out the high of day, honestly. Slight SMT, but if you want more of a quality setup, you would probably wait for the 5 or 15 minute flip as well and try to time the top. And that's what I want to see, rather. So we'll get a nice closure under, and then we'll be game for any low time frame shorts. We'll see what we can do. I don't think this wants to... This could work though, but this is like such a shaky inversion for me. quoting a little bit, but not really that much, right? See what I could do here. Pretty much bullish on multiple time frames now. We would want like a 5 or 15-minute flip, but we do have something I like to see, which is high of day swept, and then somewhat of a like SMT here. So like that's like the start of something that we could work with. That's good. So if we want to lead this as like high of the session or something for the next hour, I would like to play the downside move if we can confirm. So if I'm executing the 1 minute, let's say, I would want to see bare minimum the 15-minute or the 5-minute to flip. So we look at the next gap, how it flip would be either order block or fair value gap. We don't have any order blocks in sight. So by default, it'd be the fair value gap. So we get a closure under here, you know, let's say we dig a little bit, closure under, then we look for a 1 minute confirmation entry model to play lower. And we don't want to see price back at these highs again. And that's a way where you're like not really trying to time the top. You're more just adapting and just letting the setup come to you. If we can get it. This is like very challenging in a way that we're just so slow and sluggish and is barely wanting to move. So we'll do 2 today, and then we'll keep on going, maybe another 2 or so at the end of this stream. We're holding this. Yep. Pretty slow today. Not anything. I think is, trust me guys, it's very clear when we're taking a trade. We're waiting to see if there's a trade opportunity here, which this is basically the idea right now. I think if we can start turning, be very clear that this is gonna be short. Until then, it's gonna be very hard to long this, especially with the buy side is already taken. We would need much more closure to really keep on pushing higher. Okay, I'm gonna do the giveaway. Winner is here. Giveaway winner today is Caveman and Nick Solar. Who the hell is this person? John Henry saying rigged. Oh wow, we got it. Okay, let's see. I'm actually somewhat eager to play shorts here. if I don't take the short and I miss it, I'm kind of open to it right now because I think we've been framing this short setup for a while now. Let's see the 5-minute closure first. I think we have a good shot here if we get a closure. This is why I was like kind of thinking, like we take out these highs and we start getting a nice flip back down, and we'll keep on propelling until we go for these lows. So at that point, we're not playing for the highs. We're trying to see if we want to flip. And it's starting to look like it wants to flip here. Was it NQ bullish, ES not? Yeah, short probably on ES. They both look kind of similar right now. They're moving very, very similar. Nice closure. This is like a 1-minute inversion right now, breaking down. Yeah, I mean, we're also having a chance to delivery on the 1 minute here, especially after taking highs. That's more of a clear signal. I'm just gonna delete this. We could try something like this. What do you guys think? Something like this, basically. Stop at the highs. You're basically looking at somewhere in this inversion. And as long as this change delivery works, I think that's good already. The 5 minute didn't flip though, but I think we have the message. I would wait for the 5 or 15 minute to close before being a high probability, but this is more of a tight risk managed. It's like 9-10 points stop to go for a pretty much like a 3.5 if it does slam down, which I think if we do want to turn, it's going to accelerate to these lows very, very quickly. Only time will tell. What's the next 5 minute closure here? I'm gonna try this. This is not like high probability until we get a flip on the 5 or 15 minute, but I think it's appropriate. I'm willing to give this a shot. It doesn't look terrible. So yeah, just like a retrace back up. Boom. Inside anywhere inside the inversion, we'll play it. I didn't get fill right there. I was off by like 2 ticks. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Two ticks is crazy, to be honest. But if it doesn't, if it slams down here, I'm gonna have to look for a lower entry. 5 minutes looking like it might close in 2 minutes here if we just hold down tight. We're gonna be definitely going for the 15-minute low after taking out that. So I'm gonna mark that out too. And you guys don't have to signal bot me. I have the idea right now. Whether we get filled or not, I have like, I'm ready to try it out. Oh, if you guys want to be more safe too, it's probably better to actually play on ES, just because ES is more bearish than bullish right now and be much easier to play. I'm gonna also watch on ES, see if we can get something. Maybe play both. Equal highs on ES, I agree, but at the same time, we did wick that, and then I want to see if we can leave that S&T. So I'm getting filled here. Also gonna try to play on ES. I'm just like kind of splitting the risk right now. I'm not doing like full size. I'm doing like half on ES, half on NQ. I do like ES a little bit more. Stop is gonna be above the highs. So this is what ES is gonna look like. I'm gonna try to get the TP right at the bottom here. NQ, I do have some on NQ, but I want to see. I trust ES more. I might even add to this if it does want to reject here. It's because why I choose ES over NQ is I always look at the weakness versus the strength, and NQ is slightly been leading the day while ES is not. So I want to focus on ES, and it's like very similar setup anyways. As long as you put your stop high, I just hope that let's say it does move back up, that we don't get like a wick back up or something like that. Wick on NQ and then SMT again. That'd be disgusting. But let's see. Both are rejecting decently though. This is notification. What is ATM strat? ATM is basically a bracket order. So like I don't have anything on. I like to do manual order. So like this is my stop instead. And I like to move it by limit. But you could do let's say like 10 points or whatever you want. I tend to be more free and just let it play out. I think NQ has a bigger target. I want to see ES real quick. Let me move aside. ES, we should be looking for much lower too, right? And this is like the first TP target. I think we could go even lower. Because I'm also thinking the same for NQ. Like we have another low here that has no wick either. So that could be something to entertain. Yeah, but definitely the first target, kind of like past 1-1 and closer to 2 or maybe 1-5 would be here, but we can leave that trailing. We could peel off if you guys want, and then see if we can go with the next one, which is down here. Yeah, price action has been very, very slow the whole day. So if this does work out, it might take ages. If it doesn't, it will just run it back to these highs. I just have this on ES. We're just back at entry again. Risk is already hard stop on, so and then there's gonna be, if it does work though, people will be like, I missed that trade, I didn't see it, or he didn't show it clearly. Like this is like kind of sitting here again. It does this every single day too, but you know, you have some people say otherwise. We need a closure. We need a closure under here. 94s would be perfect. So next 5-minute closure in 2 minutes. If we can get a closure under here, I'm gonna mark it already, but if it doesn't close next, I'll delete it. This would be that somewhat chain state delivery, and then we should immediately fall to the next low, I would think. What is this? Got a doorbell. NQ is a little bit iffy. I think the only thing would be like closure, right? 5-minute closure under 80s, 780s would be able to get us down better. So another minute here if we can get a closure under 94s, I think we can start accelerating. There are 40 more seconds. Closure under 94s in 10 seconds, and then I would be somewhat more confident of this downward move just because of the 5-minute closure, but doesn't seem like it yet, and we close within, I think. It's gonna be slow again. Not the best, bro. Not the best at all. Only 30 point of risk basically on ES, so like I'm willing to just let this play out. And for NQ be 10 points. We didn't really get too much drawdown. We got a few points, but it's not really worth either side right now. It's not moving. Let's see. that closure was so needed, man, but you know, we'll take the 3 points loss if we don't want to, if we want to take the high. Because yeah, like again, why I would think shorts would play effectively, get a closure on the next candle we wick under. If we close under, we are able to, I can more confidently say that we'll try to speed to these lows. But we're holding also the 5-minute inversion, so we never got that inversion yet. We never got the closure there too. But just because it's tight risks, not because it's high probability, I want to still give it a shot because we took highs on both. Slight SMT and also showing like a lower time flip. Only because it's tight risk. If it was like bigger risk, I don't think I would take this trade. I'm on ES right now and it's just kind of getting closer. You don't give any room of the tie. Kind of how I play it, I go very, very tight. So if I'm wrong, I would rather get stopped out and look for reentry than do like a larger, wider stop. And that happens before. And I'm just trying to showcase the entry, the stop, and the TP. So whether it wins or lose, we're gonna see it. What does reentry usually look like? It's if it was just a wick. So like let's say ES decided just to wick this, or NQ decided to wick this and come back down, we start respecting and we start closing under on the 5-minute, then which is like the setup is still valid. Maybe they just had one more attempt just to take people out. It's kind of like that idea. Oh, we got a hater in the chat. He said we're just chilling, buddy. We gotta this might be his burner though. Let me see. Time out. We're just still stuck in this area. This is slow. nothing much to play here yet. Just really seeing if we want to make another high. If we do, then we'll get stopped out, and we'll see if the trade's still valid. If not, we're likely going to push much higher, and this is like a very tight stop anyways. How are we just stuck here for so long? That is price action day, right? What about previous week high? Let me move this out the way. Yeah, I mean that's like kind of like the ideal target right now. It's been like rejecting these highs though. That'll be the next target if we do start moving. Let's see. I think I want to show my execution and just see if we can just start accelerating on it. That'd be great. $95.5 short, 99 stop, 3.5 points right now. It should have been 3.25. I think I marked it in and got it filled lower, but you know, around 3 points, 3.5, very tight. So like it'll be, was that 150? 175. So this would be somewhat 1-to-1 if we start pushing this, and then we could do break even coming up here. Never doubt me, guys. Come on. You got haters on my chat coming when they see me take a trade. They're like, this is gonna lose. Don't follow him. This is a max long opportunity. Okay, bud. Okay, let's see. Basically hit 1-to-1. I wanna do break even stop, but I feel like I'm gonna wait for the 5-minute close first. If we get a close, I think we start moving our stops. It's up to you guys if you want to take like the 1-to-1 or just make it break even already so you don't lose have a losing trade. Be a break even of ending. I want to see this play out a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Come on. We took out the internal low. ES is going a little bit more down than NQ, which is what I like because I'm on ES anyways. It's just so slow today that I want to be moving my stop when we get a nice significant closure. So in 3 minutes we'll get a 5-minute candle closure. It's crazy when we move 10 points on NQ. It looks like it's dumping. It feels like that because the range is moving is like going like this. If we see like a 10-point move, that's a majority of the move the last 10-20 minutes. So it feels like it's huge. Five-minute closure, baby. 5-minute closure, break even, and then we'll be just chilling. Do it for my haters. Five-minute closure in 2 minutes here. We should be accelerating very soon. But if we don't get that closure, I'm gonna bet on it just comes back up to entry again. Yeah, I have both NQ and ES though, which is like I split my risk. I might be tossing out NQ and just holding ES. Let's see. Straight back up. Look at that. Look at that. No closure yet. Let me just see this. In 1 more minute. The idea is to get a candle closure under these 2 up close candles because we did take the high there. If we get a candle closure here, it makes it very easy for me to think that we're just gonna be drawing to this internal low here. Same thing as NQ. If we can do that 5-minute closure, then I feel confident, but we're not really trying to do that right now. Still on ES right now. One more minute, I'll probably most likely do break even. I hate what NQ is doing right now. I peeled off on NQ. I'm trying to hold an ES. I think we're going to try to go for full target on ES. We just need that closure, and the closure is about to happen in 30 seconds here. What's the reason to have both NQ and ES? So when they're both correlated, NQ and ES, NQ is more tech-based, ES is more the SP 500 companies. When you see one side stronger than the other side, you want to long that side, and the other side you'll be looking for shorts. So in this case with ES, like it's easier to play here. And no closure. This might just be a break even for me, honestly. I'm just gonna take this out here, guys. We didn't get that closure. I think this is gonna be a missed opportunity here. Peeled off an NQ though. Luckily, that was good. I'll show NQ in a second here, because I had both trades presented. So once NQ kind of smacked this low, I'm like, okay, let me just peel off an NQ. I'm gonna hold full target on ES. So on Apex, I held that here, but on ES, I just hit break even on it, which I feel like this could still work. It just, I don't know why this is not working, getting that closure. So I'm just gonna kill that trade, and then we'll just see if we get a re-entry. We still need that closure here. We're still missing it. Next 5-minute candle closure is in 4 minutes, and I'm gonna be watching to see if we want a re-entry. I mean, if you're a 1-to-1 trader, that was already like 1-to-1, but I'm not kind of like too eager on 1-to-1. I like to go for target. So first TB target is 89. That's like kind of like 1.5 R if we hit it. And most of my trades typically go for high risk reward. Got out break even. I'm out. I mean, you guys are fine. The trade was working though. It was working well. It just, the key thing, the takeaway is like, you're looking for closure. You're not looking for a 1-minute closure. You're looking for the higher time frame. So I'm looking for 15-minute and 5-minute. We're not getting that closure we want to see. So that setup just keeps on going lower and lower. Especially when we take this internal low out and we can't get a closure. This makes it very difficult for me. And I would look for re-entry if we can get a closure. Probably the next stop will still be the same. So it'll be the same idea, honestly, with this candle closure here. First TP is here, but I think we can go lower. So it'll be like this. And then stop again. We could do a tighter stop. It might be even like right here. Because I don't necessarily need to put the stop the highs, especially if this is already protected. In 2 more minutes, if we don't slam these lows, this is going to be the next entry model. I'm just kind of showing you guys my thought process in this, whether it wins or lose. You guys got to see it. I mean, the ES trade is still like no drawdown on it, honestly. NQ, of course, spiked it. That's why we lean on ES more. But again, 2 more minutes here. 2 more minutes, it'll be the deciding factor for me. The bright side on NQ is we still have these equal lows. We're trying to like really wiggle through this price action, even though it's like very challenging because, you know, it's just slow. But, you know, going to go for a probably retrace or a re-entry very soon here. One more minute. Come on. another wick here. That just shows that like we are kind of rejecting off these highs, so it makes me want to go for it again. I just want more time for that closure first. And we can even use this as an OB here. Let's see. Is that turtle soup NQ? I mean, it technically is, but again, we haven't seen that flip yet. We got 15-minute lows. These are looking like it's gonna get slammed here. One more minute. And we're trying to go for re-entry. What exactly is turtle soup? It's like when we have a high, we just basically wick it, take it the high, and then come back down. It's like basically just more of a manipulation wick. $15 seconds here, and we'll try to go for it again. Yeah, I'm game to try again. As long as these lows are still fine, I'm going to try the short again. We're looking for a spike above 94, 95s. I think we can get like 95s again. Kind of like a re-entry, honestly. Looks a little bit better now. This is what I'm thinking, basically. And then stop is like very similar again. Oh wait, do we wick that? We just wicked that the 5 minute. I'm trying to get the same thing again. Like something like this. We got the closure already, so this change state delivery is valid. We wicked it. I want to see one more spike, and then stop again is the highs. We're gonna give this another shot. I feel like the lows are still kept here, so that's gonna be my target, as well as NQ2. We're looking at something like 94s, 95s right now. This is my limit right now, 95s. I hope I didn't miss the entry. Because 94 was also an opportunity, but I want to see if we can get the same entry again. Yeah, but if you guys are in this ES again, I want to see 87, honestly, before the session ends today. I think we're going to accelerate slowly through these lows at 90s and just propel the next one, take the PM session low. And then from there, yeah, we could try to move lower, but this is good 2 targets already. I think we're gonna slam down. How many of you guys are already in the trade or still in if you didn't break even? I might be missing this on ES. I'm trying to get on ES. I might be looking for NQ if we don't get on ES. Still in, you guys. Lots of you guys still in. The reentry right now would have been that 94.25, but this is like waiting. This is like letting paint dry. It's so dirt slow that you're like, is this working? Is it not? I just hope that if this does play out kind of like what I'm thinking about, we can like properly explain why this is why I think my view side is price action is doing this. If it doesn't work, it's just like most likely we're just pushing higher. It's very hard for it to flip when we've been bullish, kind of slow grinding the entire day. Let's see the hourly. Lots of wicks honestly up here still too. NQ's trying to push up higher, and every time NQ does do that, it fails. We might get another shot on ES here. Same entry again. Back at 94s. Some of you guys are at 94s again. ES is holding much better than NQ as expected. That's why I was kind of more focused on ES over NQ. But if you guys, again, you guys don't like this trade, just ignore this. We'll see if there's another trade opportunity. Matter of time, man. It's just so slow. Chat is conflicted right now. I think a lot of people like the short, but then the other people in the chat is like, this is looking like it's gonna go higher. Which I feel like if you guys already think that, you're gonna see like 60% of people short and then the other 40% long right now. So only one can win. And I'm gonna have to bet on the downside just because my analysis says that. But those who want to fade it, go ahead, man. Let me look at chat here. It is going higher. This is painful. I'm long in this. Many of you guys are still short. I hope both you guys win. I hope we slam these lows and then flip back up. If you guys didn't get stopped out, it just flips back up and then you guys start winning too. But ES is slowly just dropping down lower and lower. I think it's the right play for ES right now. As long as we don't get a closure above like 96, I would say. I'm gonna kind of mark it like this. Don't get a closure above 96. That would probably be a good area to even kill a trade early rather than going for the next high. This would be like MT, right? MT is mean threshold, which is like the 50% mark. So from this low to this high, it's like around 96. I just put a little bit above. I'm just looking to see if we can spike this one more time before falling. I don't have any more water. It's getting close to power right now. And we've just been stuck in this kind of like a 6-point range on ES. It's so tight. This is gonna be my re-entry if we do try this. And again, stop is kind of around like 98s. Be like another 3-point stop. And if we get a closure above the main threshold, which is like 96 on the 5-minute, I'm most likely gonna close it out. So I'm gonna get this re-entry back in. Some of you guys are already in from the 94s or already in from the OG. I hit break even earlier And we're gonna give another shot here. Wait, did I not get fill? 94.75. 95. Don't tease me like this. If you lose this trade, I'm gonna call Dodgy a scam on Twitter. Damn, there's a lot of pressure now. It would have been nice if I just did 1-1. If I did 1-1, I'd be like, okay, let's just wrap this up. But I was trying to go for that 2R type of trade, and it's very hard to get 2R when prices is moving dirt slow and just consolidating. It depends what you're looking at. If you're looking at NQ, short's just been cooked for NQ for a while. ES is still holding kind of my analysis. We're kind of right there though, so we'll see. I just want the same entry I did earlier, 95, and then just a 3-point stop. But yeah, by the way, I think the yesterday's trade we took was on ES as well. And we got 10 points out of it, which is basically $500 off of one contract. Was it? I'm pretty sure it was ES, right? Let me check. It has to be ES. Yeah, we did. So it was literally 10 points. We're risking like 2.5. 10-point TP. Crazy. So see if we can do that again. Guys, type in chat if you're long, short, or in nothing. Let's see. Long, short, or nothing. Short, nothing, long. Lots of shorts. I think short spot print here. I'm honestly kind of iffy that I miss it by a tick here. But if we do, especially if we do take these lows and slam it, that just feels like maybe I shouldn't just done break even. I should just held that trade. That would have been a smarter move. But you know, at this point, it's like a battle of the haters. Is this trade gonna win or is this trade gonna fail? I don't even care about the money no more. It's just about to be. It's about the track record at this rate. You're up like 3 points again. It's like, again, 1-1, but at the same time, we're not going for 1-1. We're going for a deeper sell. And those who are on NQ, like, this is such a clear draw right now. Like, we have equal lows here. I don't see why not. I think we can slam them pretty quickly. It feels risky to chase on NQ, but I feel like that's gonna be the goal. ES has a draw, NQ as a draw. We already tagged these highs, keep on rejecting these highs. I know some of you guys are talking about like this is like a long opportunity. It's like fine, long the high of day, guys. But I'm thinking we still slam the lows. It's too risky for me to showcase, but I do think we slam these lows. Let me see. Looking at 89s on ES and 777 on NQ. ES is still just stalling here. I think we can get that. We're looking at 86 for ES as our main target. Dude, I woke up today kind of sleepy, but I had to wake up early because I had to talk to my developers and other people. And like watching this price action is kind of making me fall asleep too, but slam these lows, guys. We need the dump it emoji. Where's the or the magnets? Yo, comment the magnets, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know who max long this, guys? The hater that came in my chat saying, "Oh, Brian's short. This is a max long opportunity." Guess where he long? Up here. Let's see, 87. Did I get the... Oh, I didn't post the magnet, did I? Where's Burger? Burger was the one who said... He said, oh, this is so bad. He's a trash trader. He's a paper trader. And this is a max long opportunity, not a short. I mean, I didn't do too bad. That was pretty decent. That was pretty good. My apex was from the NQ trade already before the drop, but on Fun and Next, I took a trade chasing it a little bit just for a log of day. That's basically it. I mean, up like probably 6,000 right now, mostly from that earlier trade. But the ES earlier was break even for me on my live. I was trying to get the trade on live. It's actually negative because of commission. I'm like negative $18, even though I should be green. But that's it. Can you draw chain state delivery line on NQ in 5-minute time frame? Okay, let me see. It would most likely be this here, this up close candle. I feel like, or it could be here too. It's very tricky. I like to make it very clear. How I mark the chain state delivery is you have basically, let's say you have liquidity right here. You have up close candles. If that up close candle takes that liquidity and we close under the open of that up close candles, that'll be the chain state delivery. So for instance here, you know, we're just consolidating, and we have this high here. We spike the high. So you look at these two up close candles, the open of it right here. If we get a closure under it, so this didn't close under, this wick went back up and just bounce a little bit. This closure here is the key there. Keep in mind, that's the key. If we got the closure, that validates the chain state delivery. If we retrace inside of it, that should be a short. Especially we already took the lows or highs, and we're going for the next draw, which I would think is PM lows. So that's why I was so ambitious on looking for the 94, 95s, and then you basically put your stop back above. I think it's a very, very easy trade analysis, which I was trying to really emphasize on what to do. Basically, if we get that closure, it should be very easy that this is going to be short. And that's it. Look at that. Why is trading view lagging by 2 or 3 seconds? It's not that bad. 2 or 3 seconds is pretty good. It's just the YouTube. But if you fast forward, you might get it under like 1 or 2 seconds. How many people made money off of that? Or took that even? I don't know. Press 1 who took that trade anywhere. 2 of you did. Yeah. I'm honestly glad that the analysis played out, because it's always a learning process. It's not about making money for the stream. I feel like it's always about like me walking you through my thought process over my years of trading. I've been refining it. I have probably a lot more screen time than a lot of people, because me, Lanto, and Desi, we trade like freaking abnormal amount of hours per day. I don't do it anymore, but kind of when I was learning, I was basically trading AM, PM, Asia, London, and it's like 10 hours per day, and it's not healthy, but you know, that's a lot of screen time. That's a lot of learning process. So once we refine our trading, we know what we're looking for. And this is the only stream that kind of really demonstrates that very clearly, especially the ICT side. I feel like ICT is a big umbrella of all these style of trading, and I have a unique style of my own. And that's basically it. But it's always fun to also see people trying to fade it and they fail miserably, because why would you fade someone who have like literally a 70% win rate from the last 4 months of trading, the same accounts, above 70% win rate, but people still choose to fade it just because they are either Patrick fans or my haters. And no profitable traders are gonna waste time on doing that. It's like you're basically preying on someone else's downfall when you should be focusing, prioritizing your time on getting better as a trader. But that's it. We'll likely wrap this up with a giveaway. I want to see what we could do here. I still think we can move lower though. We brushed these lows closely. It was off by like a few ticks. I think we're still gonna slam these lows. People got real quiet after this play out. It was literally, it happens every single day. People talk until the trade plays out, and then boom. Yeah, and yeah, a lot of you guys are asking about my video on how I trade. It's a 50-minute video. It sounds like a lot, but at the same time, it's really informative, and I think it's a prerequisite. So like, if you're taking like a class, I would kind of say this is like a syllabus or prerequisite thing. And it's this video, my essential trading guide and how I'll trade daily. And I'll just go through real quick. I'll also show you how I draw my breakers. Some of you guys are confused about that. I have a lot of templates on it. And we talk about fair value gaps, inversion, breakers, unicorns, BPR, everything with a lot of examples too. And exactly how I trade on stream is this based off this video. I was thinking like, should I make a course? Should I make it paid? But at the end of the day, like I'm already trading for free. I might as well just do the course for free, or kind of like educational videos. But not many people would actually spend 50 minutes to watch a trading video. They would rather watch something like 10 minutes just to get it easy. I think PW's your fan. I think deep down, Patrick is my fan. It's just very easy to have like beef with me, because I do respond, but at the same time, it helps both of us get more views, because engagements gets clicks. And I think that's just what it is. I need the girl from TradeFi's TV course. That's it. Can you link it? Come on. Okay. If you guys can't just go to my channel and look for it and ask for a link, come on. Let's be real. That might be something that I'll post a link though, but I'm just saying, if you can't even look for it, do some like a little due diligence. This might not be the trading field you're cut off here. But yeah, kind of how I trade, I call it the smart model now, because everything's revolving around smart. But in theory, I feel like it is smart, because you're waiting for liquidity, you're waiting for time frame alignment, and then entries last. Entry could be anything. Entries always last for me. So as long as I have other two, I could trade even turtle soup, even though I don't like trading turtle soups, or usually do, but It could be inversion, breakers, unicorns, or just based off of what I feel. Like I think yesterday it was more like I think this is gonna play out just because my bias upside, and there was no clear entry models, but it was like a tight risk. You guys remember that? Let me see. Some of you guys are like, what? How did he even get that entry? But you know, we showcased it on stream, and why I can do that, why I can demonstrate that, is only because I'm bullish bias. My draw is higher, and we got sweep here, so I can do like a 2-point stop, and it runs 10 points. Very, very easy. This was yesterday. If you want to rewatch it. So yeah, we're basically 2 for 2 this week. I didn't trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday right now. Win on Tuesday, win on Wednesday. Can you explain why you prefer to execute on Ninja versus TradingView? TradingView is clunky, and there's a lag, and also at the same time, I can't have TradingView and NinjaTrade on the same time because it'll kick one of them out. And I have all my trade copier on NinjaTrader, so by default, I need to be executed on NinjaTrader. What I could do in theory is do demo orders on the TradingView Live, like this, but I feel like it might take away from me just trying to focus. Like this is crazy. I did this before. I think I held a position and it was max size and it's just higher. But I could theoretically do something like this. I feel like this is getting the same job. I show you my entries, where my stop is, but if you want something like this, I could consider doing it. I might get sidetracked though, because I'm focused on Ninja first. Does that look good? Yeah, it'd be something like that basically. But yeah, feel free to ask me questions. I don't think we're getting another trade here. We already got that wick. I do think we moved lower though, but I feel like we're just chopping around. It's power hour now. Any moment we're gonna consolidate, it's gonna dump. That's gonna be my bet, but I'm not convicted on it. So have your lead account on TradingView rest on NinjaTrade. That makes me more cautious, because if TradingView bugs out, I would rather only watch NinjaTrader. I think the best I could do is just show my orders. No, it's been working. I feel like if I do this and I have like limit orders, I have stop orders, there's not much you could really do more than that, right? On top of that, you know, Apex talked about trade following. This is probably trade following if I do this. So if they warn me, you're not going to see this anymore. You're going to see more like something like this. Like if I think this is short, I'll be like, okay, in this vicinity, we're going to be looking at shorts. And I'll keep my stop somewhere. This is the entry, stop somewhere here, TP somewhere here. If they tell me, I'm going to have to do that. Because in the past, some firms has said that. They're like, you're not allowed to show exact orders. And they were more lax about it later. But Apex had the trade following rule too. We'll see. It's convinced. Convicted means something. Is it? I'm basically saying I'm not convicted. I have no conviction for it to go higher. I think that's what I meant. Anyways, fire the question, guys. I'm here for another 10 minutes. We'll do giveaway at the end, and then let's see. I would recommend charting on TradingView, and then execute on NinjaTrader if you're trading NinjaTrader or Quantum, whatever you like. TradingView is always like iffy though. I feel like. How many accounts you trade at once? I copy a lot of them. It's like some of them I do double size on though. So let me see. I mean, we're doing good today. I have a lot of accounts created right now. Let me see. Where are we at? I think we're up like a few thousand. All right, let's do one more giveaway, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, how we do this giveaway? We're gonna do it random again, but just comment something that you like. What do you learn watching me on the comments of the stream. I think I like doing that more so I could see everyone's feedback too. We'll pick 2 more. Let me post a link. Are you guys able to comment? I don't know if you can comment actually. Are you able to comment in the video or no? I don't think you can. I mean, if you can't comment, just say something in the chat then. Just one thing that you learned. I can't do 2 usernames, that's why, because we did the giveaway already at 2 p.m. If I do the username again, there's going to be a lot of duplicates, so I got to change it up. Yeah, just say something here, guys. Patience. Lots of patience. But yeah, I'll give you guys 2 minutes to make 1 comment in the chat, one thing that you learn from these streams. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be short. And while you guys do that, I did update. We had some updates here. So the cash rebates page, if you guys are curious on how some of these cash rebate works, there's info on it. A quick rundown is you use code SMART on any of these purchases, prop purchases, you'll get cash back with it. 5% cash back on all prop purchases. And we updated this order detail guide here. So for Tradeify, this is how you find the order numbers. Very easy. MyFed features, very easy with pictures as well. Alpha features, fun and next. And for Take Profit Trade is also the same thing. Very clear information of see what you're looking for. So that's all you gotta do. If you make a purchase with us through Smart Prop Firm, you get the best deals, cash rebate, and then payout protection. What payout protection also is if the firm denies you a payout, we simply will help you mediate and get you your payout. And if it doesn't work, we would use our fund to reimburse you the fees. I learned I need to sign up for Smart Prop Firm for the $1,000 I spent. If you spent like say $5,000, you would have gotten back like a few $100 already. For me, I do trade like 7 firms. Is a lot. I've been holding my Apex for the longest time, but at the same time, I'm doing like 100K per month, basically more than that. It's minimum 6 figures. Let's say 150K on average, and my expenses has been like probably under 5,000. So it's been pretty goddamn good lately. It's been nice. All right, I'm gonna pick some winners now. We'll pick 2 today, and then winners just gotta make a ticket on the Discord, giveaway ticket. Okay. Winners today are Andrew Hensley, Patience, and then Vinay. Wait, I don't know. You guys are confusing me. Let me see. This is his comment. I kind of copied the whole thing. It should be Andrew Hensley, and then Vinay HM. If this is you, comment something in the Discord or comment something on the chat, and then make a ticket. Vinay's here. I see Vinay. I don't know if I see Andrew yet. All right, I'll stick around for another 5 minutes, guys. If you guys want to ask me something, you're not the right Andrew. It's Andrew Hensley. You guys have the same first name, though. Yeah, all right. Both of you guys are here. Make a ticket on the Smart Prop Firm, and then we'll handle it. If you guys want... this is probably the better time to ask questions about the rebates. Some of you guys are new. It's our way. We're the only website, the platform that gives you money back for using our code. Everyone else, if you use like code PW or even the website's code, you don't get anything back. Would you come live on AM session? I think we're gonna do AM session live tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna confirm with Desi. If he's on board, we're gonna do it. If not, I'm gonna have to probably start like later, like 11 or something. You're gonna add TFD. I think we're gonna add them too. We're gonna add a lot of people. So here's my game plan with the people I'm working with. We're gonna add trade day first. We're gonna add funded futures network, and then also day traders. Day traders is Apex side firm, co-founders. They split up and they have Project X now, so they're viable. So these 3 guys are gonna most likely be added this week. And then next we're gonna consider Blue Guardian futures. We're also gonna be considering TFD trading desk or something, the future desk. Some people are talking about futures elite, but so these guys are for sure. I can clear them. These guys are legit. The other 3, I'm gonna have to look for more info. I think TFD is also legit too, so we can also add them on. ETF, no ETF, no ETF. Top one is a maybe. It needs more time. Look at this dump here, guys. Tell me that I'm not right about this. Power hour is gonna slam down. This is, you know, at the start of the stream, this is why I was like basically visualizing. I think we're gonna just keep on slow grinding up, take the high, and then flip back down. It took a while. I think usually it would just flip and then power would just accelerate it, and we'll be down here by power already. But I still think this is fair play here. TFD is legit. I think they only have 1 funded, so I think people like scalability. So I just requested a withdrawal for your rebates. You know, we gave 32,000 rebates in May. We processing basically $1,000 every single day, more than $1,000. No on top one. I have to give what the people want. At the same time, I also have to vet them out because I don't want to promote a firm or partner with them if they're like sketchy. So Blue Guardian could also be sketchy. I'm gonna have to, each one of them, I'm gonna have to talk to them, talk about their model, their business model, look at their financials. Some firms, the risky ones, I do have to sign an NDA to even look at their financials, which I'm fine with, just to make sure that they're not gonna rug pull anytime soon. You missed on the give. We did the giveaways already. We did 2. We did 4 total. We're gonna do 4 a day most likely moving forward. 4 a day. So you guys should have a good shot every single day. Yeah, I think also if you guys like Project X, I think some of you guys do like Project X. Tick Trader just announced that they have Project X now, and at the same time they also have what do you call it? They have 50% off for Project X. So it's 50% off Project X for direct funded, 30% off on Trade8. So Project X, they're actually giving you a big deal with it right now. So this is actually a pretty gnarly deal if you're looking for instant funding, to be honest. Why don't we get special smart only offers? It's because that only happens every now and then. Not we do get it for Tradeify. We might have some other firms, but that's like kind of frowned upon, because if you give one affiliate or website a better deal, then everyone else is gonna get mad. When Tradeify projects, Brett told me July. Does ETF not have affiliates? I don't like ETF. I think they're more of a sketchy firm. But yeah, join the Discord if you guys haven't already. We're gonna try to we're thinking of ideas to give, like, reward traders if they show the results. So if, let's say you show your results every day for like 2 weeks straight, 3 weeks straight, you might be either given a account for free or be entered in like a small raffle, just to reward those who are active, honestly. Why not ETF? ETF literally pays out. It's such, like, some people ask me about this all the time, but it's like, I'll give you 3 reasons right now. ETF right now, you look at Payout Junction, look at the last 30 days. They have 20 accounts by day. Guess how much they paid out? 371,000. This is nothing. I feel like if I was trading this firm, I would be like a third of it, or like a fourth of it already. Very low amount, while you have like Tradeify and MyFund Futures paying out like millions of dollars, like 10, 20x more. And they have a history of changing their rules, which you don't like, rejecting payouts and everything. So I've been standing firm that I don't like ETF. Even if they change their ways, it's already kind of like bad reputation. And oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I'm also banned with them. If I type in Elite Trader funding, I think me, Desi, and a lot of people are banned. They ban people the moment they go live. So I can't even trade them once. It was funny. Anyways, how do you make a ticket? It's on Discord. Anyways, guys, see you guys tomorrow. We might be doing AM session. It's like 50-50. I wouldn't say like 60-40. 60% chance we do AM. I'll confirm. I'll likely make an announcement on Discord if we are good to go. If we do AM, it's going to be like probably 10 to 10:30 start time. In AM Eastern time. And then we're going to run it to 3 p.m. basically. It's like a 5-hour stream. Link to Discord should be discord.gg/smart. I think that should be it. Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up, guys. Have a good one, and make sure you use code SMART for all your prop purchases. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow and every single day. We're consistent. The best stream on YouTube, guys. I'll see you guys later.